she slammed a petition against TikTok Coffee and Bukky Jesse. Like he actually sent Interpols after those ones now. Like he came out and said they are actually dragging him, claiming to be the father of Liam, blah blah blah. So the two people on that petitions are TikTok Coffee and then Bukky Jesse. So you see how tactical these people are, just bringing things once in a week, once in 2 weeks. They are just trying to squeeze, like they've actually tried to use the delay tactic and it's not working. They're actually surprised that it's not working. Going before now, this doesn't get this hard before people try to mind their business. I beg, how much bag of rice I wanted to think about Mohbad. But you see this particular one, nobody is letting go. Nobody is letting go. So I think they to their greatest dismay, they get to find out that people are not even, all the things they've planned so far, it's not working. None of them is working. None of them is working. Okay, now you came out, you said you took Mo on the bike, there was a lot of traffic. There is no bike plying that route. There is no bike plying that route. Now, every single thing that comes to their mind and they push out there, it actually meets with people, intelligent people are actually dissecting, they are jumping on it, tearing it apart and coming out with all your lies. It's obvious. It is how dare obvious. There's nothing in this movement. We have the intelligence, we have even the Mumu inside. They identify the nonsense that is happening. So you cannot even come here and whine us. You can't. Now you're saying that the industry dogs, I beg, who are the industry dogs? To the best of our knowledge, we know Prime Boy as musician. I beg, we even know Prime Boy as musician. And you said Prime Boy pied Mo, and now you're telling us the industry dogs. You said gods, but I know I would not even give you that privilege to feel like you got me on that one. How is Prime Boy an industry dog? How is nobody knows this guy, for crying out loud. Now only you came in, you say you actually shout screaming Naira Marley, Naira Marley, Naira Marley. Now it's no longer Naira Marley. While you were screaming like Naira Marley, the Sammy Larry that was back walking side by side with Naira Marley, you did not call his name. Oh, because now your own OG.
Tap, please. Tap, please.
Now your own OG, you did not mention Sammy Larry. Now you don't jump from Naira Marley. Now you don't enter Prime. Okay, now how did Prime Boy? How can we say Prime Boy is an industry dog? How because you said he actually hit your husband with a fetish ring. Now how did we get here? It was an ear infection. How did we get here? It was Baba Mohbad that pied Mohbad. How did you get here? You cannot you don't let nothing should happen to Liam the way you cannot. Nothing must happen to Liam. You cannot kill my son just the way he killed his father. How did we get here? Is it that Baba Mohbad, in collaboration with Prime Boy and Naira Marley, they came into your house and then they strangled Mo? Or what? What are you saying? What are you telling us? Do we look like fools to you? Like I really don't blame this girl, though. But I really don't blame this girl. It is if the law system in Nigeria is actually working, it's not this kind of a child, this kind of headless chicken. This one way not even get sense. It's like you cannot sit down and strategize to bring up something that people might even buy. Now go they drag us like this for 6 months. It's because the system is faulty. It's because the system is faulty. Karimo came out and was shouting all over the place. Karimo never saw Mohbad, never met Mohbad in person. You said this guy has been in your space for 10 years. Even though Mohbad said 8, he has known you for 8. You said 10, no wahala. If you like me, I don't know, for 20 years. And your elder sister, your blood sister, have not met this guy once. And it's not like Karimo has been out of this country for that long ago. And when Karima came online to Faja, Karima, I don't know what they did to Karima, and Karima was coming out, calling out their mother, how their mother abandoned her, how their mother did this, how their mother did that, how their mother wasn't there for her, blah 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 blah. Yabo Joe jumped on that situation and told Wunmi to go and beg Karima. I watched that live. I was on her live. I hardly go to these places, but I don't know how God they carry me go there on strategic days. She had to go and tell Wunmi, called Wunmi. She said, I called Wunmi. This is a family issue. I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to quench it, because this is going to jeopardize the whole thing that we have been fighting for. So what are you guys fighting for? What exactly are you guys fighting for? You're claiming to be a queen mother. Queen mother of which people? You know, it's really obvious the kind of people that follows this Brit up and about the place. Can you remember?
Please start.
Wunmi, that's time that Mo just
Yeah, the
passed.
first time, yeah.
You go back and check Wumi's reaction towards Iyabo Ojo. Go back and check. She was just looking at her like a common thing. Like she didn't even greet her. She didn't even greet her. She was just looking at her like. Go back and check the official expression. So these people, they know what they have in common. They know what they are trying to hide. And let me tell you one bad thing about Nigerians and these so-called powerful people. If your wahala won't begin there too much, before you come expose me, they will come after the same Wunmi. The people that she's trying to cover, the people that she's working for, the people that she's actually doing their biddings. They will, if they find out that this old wahala, it be like say you go come too much for us. So what is this one? Is she the first person? Is this the first person we are actually taking out? And why is this one giving us so much heat? They will come after the very same Wunmi. So you will see, yes, now you will see these informations on movies like King of Boys and what Gang of Lagos. Those are the things that they are actually telling
I want
you.
us to also give trading and Posh Chem, an opportunity to say something, after you. Go ahead.
Yeah, they can actually go ahead. I'm actually done.
Thank you, my darling. Go ahead, trading.
I was just going to say that I don't know if all of us saw the full video of last 2 years when Mohbad was crying and he said he didn't trust anybody. That day they tried to kill him that day, find him that day. And he came on live and Wunmi was there. And then he even said, even Cynthia was there. VDM analyzed this video in the beginning. This video, I don't know if everybody here.
What video are you referring to?
It's a video that Mohbad was crying and he was on live. He was crying for his life. Naira Marley and Samilari, some people beat him up that day.
Okay, got you. Remember, yeah.
Yeah, and he said it that even Cynthia, you were there. You too, you go by. So I have a feeling this guy knew that she was compromised with these people. Because that day he said that VDM analyzed that video, the full video where he mentioned her name, that you two, you were there, Cynthia.
So was he referring to
his wife.
That like you were there when this thing happened?
Yeah,
or
when they
you
were beating him up.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, if you follow them and they buy me, you two, they go buy you. You two, you go buy.
Okay, got you.
She was actually where they were beating him. She didn't follow them.
Was there. She was there.
Yeah, she was there when they were beating him.
What I wanted to say is this. I wonder if they attempted to buy him that day and he came on live to save himself. Because and all these people who were there, he said, I don't trust anybody. So I know Mohbad doesn't even trust Adura, Darusha, all these people. Because he said it that day, I don't trust anyone. I want to go to the police or something, and that day. So I wonder if that's why they took his phone from him or on Sunday after the show, on Monday, because you see, he didn't have his phone to come on live, to come and cry again.
Trading, do you know that that is not the first time they were collecting his phone? There was one time he went to lodge in an hotel that Sam Larry and his boys came and then they beat him up and then they collected his phone. That video too trended and he was saying, "Hi, you see, they collected my phone. No, Allah, no." That is not the first time. I think they felt he had a lot of information on his phone that he can actually use against them. So each time they are actually, after beating him, they target his phone. And that is why I think he was accusing Wunmi of wiping out his iCloud. You get, because I think they all knew that he had information. You get. So it's actually a very painful situation, a very, very painful situation. I even had somewhere, I don't know, I really can't say, but I had somewhere that even when Mohbad and Wunmi, anytime they have issues, Wunmi will go and call people to come and beat Mohbad up. Like it was something that usually happened in the house. Like whenever she does something, maybe he caught her with a guy. Maybe he caught her on a very explicit act and something like that. And maybe they are having arguments or he tries to beat her. That the next thing Wunmi would do, there are people that will come in and then beat him up on behalf of Wunmi. You see, it's really, really sad though. It's really painful. And I wonder
something really, it was very interesting about this whole thing was Karimo. I go back to Karimo because Karimo said something at that time when everything was neutral. I was trying to find out why. What was the why, you know? She said something, said each time they have an altercation, right, between Mohbad and the wife, the wife will call her, right? And on this particular occasion, they had already had the baby, right? And if we remember, right, like up until this time, you know how old the baby is right now. You know what I mean? At that time, your baby sister called her and said, oh, they were fighting, you know, she's done. That's coming from a place of, I don't love him anymore. I'm moving on. I'm done. So she had to plead. I don't know if you guys watched that interview that Daddy Freeze had with her. Remember?
Yeah, she said Wunmi was even going to leave anyways.
You got it right, boss man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you guys got that.
The problem is, since you say you don't love him anymore, you're about to leave him. They have to be begging on his behalf for you to stay in that house. So why are you not fighting so hard with treating the father of your husband in this kind of manner? So now,
boss man,
successfully, yep.
Sorry, something just came to my mind though. Okay, probably she was trying to leave, but because they already had a plan how to siphon money from this guy, so they had to calm her down to just stay till this whole plan pull through. Because the way Karima said that thing, like she was going to leave anyway, it's like it was just a matter of time.
Karimo, you said it, it's not on this platform. We're just analyzing what you said. You said it. You came on Daddy Freeze and you said that they were fighting and that they fight a lot. And that period, it was too bad. They fought so hard that your sister was no longer interested in the marriage. She wanted out. You had to beg her to go back and stay with Mohbad. You begged, you pleaded. When something is not good and is toxic, I think you should have, they should have gone their separate ways. But that's not what happened, right? So you pleaded with your sister. So just like every other marriage, things happen and then everybody goes their separate ways. But what I'm trying to establish was, why did you even bring that to social media? That was very important, Karimo. So thank you very much. At least we wanted to know what the relationship was at that time. It was toxic. That's the truth. It wasn't a healthy, toxic relationship. They were fighting. Your sister made up her mind. See, it wasn't like Mohbad asked your sister to leave. Your sister made up her mind to leave. You said you pleaded. Jomo bedada, let her go back. I pleaded. So I was even worried when you were saying it, because I'm like, why would you want to send your sister back to a place where she doesn't even want to be in the first place? Do you get it? She didn't want to be there in the first place. And now she's saying, okay, Mohbad didn't want to go to no, there's no care. There was no care. My second thing is, Why are we getting all of this right up now when at the inquest, none of this was mentioned? None of what she just wrote here was mentioned at the inquest. You know, they silenced my husband. I'm sure the lawyers there would have asked, because I have someone who went to the inquest. I can bring him up here. Why? You never said any of these things. You never mentioned the fact that, you know, your recording came out. He was mentally, physically, and psychologically molested. You know, like he was, they tortured him. They bullied him. He was beaten. All of these things never came up. Now, what is so intriguing about this write-up from you, after all, this is representing what you have said, and we are buying what you said, my sister. We are with you on this. We like the write-up. You said something, I know a lot. That's your second paragraph or down the second page. I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Who are these they, Joe? We're begging you. Who are these they?
And excuse me, guys. Let me take.
Go ahead.
Wumi, you know a lot. I know you definitely know a lot, Wumi. You know a lot. You have the whole podium in the court during the Corona inquest when you have the chance for you to spill out the truth. But what did you say? You said nothing. You have all the chance for you to say everything you wanted to say. You have the chances for you to mention names at the police station, to the police, to your lawyer, even your legal team. Did you tell them anything? You should have said something to them. If you are scared, you should have said something to your father-in-law. If you are so scared, why don't you say anything when you have the chance to say whatever you want to say to the court when you were in the Corona inquest? But you chose not to say nothing, only for you to come out now and say you know a lot. Who are the they?
Who are these days? I'm very curious. Are the day Baba Mohbad? Because when you ended this, you were looking at, it was the way this thing is so confusing. But I know this part is not confusing. It's very straightforward because this is very damaging, honestly. I will read it. I know a lot. It means you know a lot. A lot about the industry dog. A lot about the people who actually bullied your husband, making him go through psychological, physical, painful mental health, right? You said it. You said it. And then you said again, and I'm not coming at you, please. We want to help in any way that we can. You said, I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Who? I'm sure you're not talking about Baba Mohbad. You're not talking about Mr. Aloba. You're not talking about, because it's not Mr. Aloba that has been bullying Mohbad. We've seen the videos and all of that, right? So you're not referring to Mr. Aloba. You've said they here. You've used it twice. And that I know a lot, but they're not allowed. Whoever wrote this thing for you, or who, if you were the one that wrote it, represent you here. You know, you have to do, you know, whatever it is. I don't know what you're writing, and people are reading this. I know a lot, but they won't have, it's gone international. A lot of people are reading this. And I'm telling you right now, not just our community, outside the community, and they're digesting this. And that's why I'm bringing it to you. First time, I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Your favorite fake activists and bloggers can continue defaming me. Who are you referring to? I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Who? Who are they? But I pray God rewards them for their actions. If they eventually buy you, you know, like they did Mohbad. So who are these people who buyed Mohbad? Like they did Mohbad. Who buyed Mohbad has been the question. And we are asking you who again? Who? You wrote it here. Like they eventually did Mohbad. Who? You told us the nurse came to the house. That was your narrative. Now it's they. You get it? We're getting confused. Do you see why people are asking questions? You know, we need to help you out of this. What's going on? You know, and you said if they ventured, are you afraid of these people as well? You know, they for their action, if they eventually buy you, like they did to Mohbad, eventually buyed you as they did to Mohbad. Who are these they that want to buy you now like they buyed Mohbad? Am I getting something not right? Am I not getting this English right? Please. Maybe I have a problem with what she's writing, or maybe I'm not narrating it as properly as I can, right? Who are these they? You know, please, if you need to go talk to someone, this is the time for you to talk, because so that, you know, it's not like you've put it there and nobody's doing anything. We're showing concern. We are showing concern. Let us help you. We couldn't help Mohbad. Now it's your turn. That's what you're writing. That's what you wrote there. Let's help you. Let's help you get to the right authority that can help you. You know? And you're saying here, you said but I pray God rewards them for their actions. If they eventually kill by you, just like they did to Mohbad, just know you said it. Just know I said it. That's what you're saying. Just know I said it. That means you've said it. It may not be direct. Okay. It may not be direct. So many things have happened since you lost your husband. It may not be direct. Are you saying that Mohbad's spying was indirect? Was Mohbad's spying an indirect? Because see, whatever is written here, unless you're going to deny this, this speaks volume. Was Mohbad's spying indirect? You said it may not be direct. So was it indirect? Okay, so many things have happened since you lost your husband, yet I can't speak. So what is it that you can't speak? You're showing fear, but this is not fear from Baba Mohbad. This is certainly not fear from his family. You're talking about the industry. Okay, you said you're helpless. So there's something you're concealing. There's something you're concealing. But you said, I know God will see me through this. I want the whole world to know that I try to speak up. How? You're not speaking up. You're trying, but you're not speaking up.
Exactly. The same reason why you are accusing your husband in the first paragraph that you could have you told him to speak up. Now it is your turn to speak up. Speak up to the world so we can help you. Waiting by your husband. You were there with him. You saw it. You knew it. You knew it. He died in your hands. Waiting by your husband. Tell us. And we will help you. We come to your help.
Please, you said it, really. I'm going back here. You said if he had continued speaking publicly, just like you're speaking now, about his challenges, perhaps he would still be alive today. I wish he had summoned the courage, and you have summoned the courage right now. We, the public, were very interested in helping you. You know, if he has summoned the courage to come public as many times as he could, but he did not want anyone to see his vulnerability. He was a gentle and calm person. Now you are showing your vulnerability. Can you speak up so we can help you? Just like you were advising your husband. Now you're saying it's your turn. And we're trying to help you. We're trying to do this so that you can get help. Speak up so that the devil will be put to shame. And the people behind this will at least stay back. Because the minute you say something, it's out there. The world will help you. The world will help you. Because this write-up is very strong. I can tell you for a fact where this thing has gotten to, you don't even know. And they are looking at it. They are looking at it seriously. So let us help you. Baba Mohbad's brother is coming out, and some team of people are sitting right now and they're looking at this. They want to help you. You said you're helpless. The same way Mohbad said he was helpless, right? You said he was vulnerable, but he didn't want people to see his vulnerability. And you're speaking up right now, okay? We're scared for you. Because what you're saying right now, you're talking about certain people that we don't even know about. And now in Mohbad's case, we're seeing videos. You are here now. You can help yourself. Change the narrative. Help yourself so that we can help you. So that the family can help you. So that the people who will help you can help you. So that the right authority can be here for you. You understand? Okay, so you said, then I go to your paragraph, the next paragraph, you said something with, I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Your favorite fake activists, I don't know who you're referring to, and bloggers that can continue defaming you, but I pray God rewards them for their actions. If they eventually buy you, are you hiding something? But I know God will see you through. I want the whole world to know that I tried to speak up. This is not trying to speak up. This is not trying to speak up. You're talking in shambles right now. You said something about day. Go to the authorities. Go to the right people that you can talk to. What is Yabo Ojo and the other people who are helping you? What are they doing about this? Did you tell them about this day? Do they know about this day? Are they afraid as well? So we want to know, because this buying happened in the house. And you have said it categorically clear, you don't want to buy just the way they buyed your husband. You said it here, indirectly. You said it directly, but you said they did it indirectly, and you don't want them to do it to you indirectly. This is very solid, my dear. With what you have, you can go and say what happened. Go and say it. It means you know exactly what pied and who pied Mohbad. Okay? So you said it may not be direct. So that means if they come for you, it may not be direct. So many things have happened since you lost your husband, yet you can't speak. I'm helpless, but I know God will see me through. I want the whole world to know that I have tried to speak up, just as my husband always wanted to, but they bullied him to silence, as they are currently doing to me. What are they? Nobody's doing anything to you. It's not like you're screaming and saying, please help me. Oh, look at the people who are the day. Look at the day. Be pointing those fingers so that we can see them. Mention their names. You're not doing anything, and you're trying to picture or paint something like, I'm trying now, and you people are shutting. Who is shutting you down? We're giving you the platform. Nobody's shutting you down, darling. We want to help. We want to help. Nobody's shutting you down. You haven't, I can assure you, there's so many people out there, including Trading Places, The Boss Man, Chell, Diddy Drew, 2020. I'm here. So many people, and so many people on your platform waiting for you to say, this is, so that we channel that thing right there. Aren't we waiting? Can you people unmute, please, and answer?
Hello, CY.
Aren't you guys waiting?
Hello, CY.
Let me tell you something. This is the boss man talking, okay? See, let me tell you something. If your people over there can't help you, come to me. I, the boss man, I will help you. Just tell me what happened and see if I'm not going to give you that protection that you're actually looking for. Tell me what actually happened to your husband. The boss man, this platform right here with Rain Whisper platform, we are going to protect you 100%. Just tell us what really happened to your husband in the house. We're giving you the opportunity right now, since the people fighting, defending you over there cannot even help you. But I promise you, you can get a help right here. Let us know what actually happened to this guy. I know you are here with a fake account with me. I know that. But in case some of your agents are here as well, they can reach this whatever to you wherever you are. Tell us what happened to this guy, your husband, and you will see if we are not going to give you, if we are going to protect you or not. If truly you actually know what happened to this guy, tell us. That protection you're looking for, you will get it in here. That's the problem. Okay.
Who are these people? Yeah, who are these people that are bullying you, don't want you to speak up?
Since Ryan, since it's an open letter to Wumi, everybody's giving Wumi an open letter now. Wumi, I'm not part of the people that are saying that. We are not saying that you fight Mohbad. I'm not even part. Make you know that one now.
Yeah.
Because they said meat, they miss for pots, then see soup for your mouth. You sure say now you thief am. So I'm not part of the people that are pampering you with. We are not saying that. Yeah, come and tell us. If it was somebody else that did it, Wumi, if you're here on this platform, it is Chell that is talking. If it was somebody else that did it, you would have come out and say this is who did it, because you knew that when they bullied your husband to silence, they still end up buying him, and you know that if peradventure they are bullying you to silence, you know that if they can buy your husband, they can still buy you. Even though they bullied him to silence, they can still buy you. So that would not be a reason why you're not coming out to say anything. The only logical reason you're not coming out to say anything is because the meat what they find for pot now you tifam. Now you gone see farm. That is why you're not coming out to say anything. All the lies you've said so far, it makes it glaring every second that you gone, you this with me. So now you thief meat what they find for pot, because all you did your mouth. So you sure you hear me? So if you like, come out and talk. If you like, no, come out and talk. We'll go still catch you. And you see, yeah, people like you, they go. Now there you go. You go that holiday and you go serve and well. I'm not pampering. No, but see, I don't know. Everybody can say I'm not saying. Me, I'm saying it.
No, but she's writing, you know, but Chel, she's writing some things, you know. We have to follow the write-up here first. You know,
Ryan, that is you'll be telling me that all the things that Wumi had said so far from the beginning of this case to now, maybe some of them had actually made sense to you. That is why you would want to follow our right
that is coming up, and maybe this is you've asked her to come talk. We have to give her the benefit of the doubt. She has said something so far.
Right, we've given Wumi going to 6 months now. Let's allow her
to go to the inquest. She's going to the inquest again, you know, so that because
she don't go before.
She's giving a new dimension now. She's afraid too. She's afraid of those people. You know what I mean?
Daddy way they pamper, daddy way they bless. Now God be that. Now no pamper Wumi.
I was going to say that she had the opportunity to talk at the inquest, the first inquest, and she didn't say anything. According to what we heard, Wumi was given like 5 hours to talk. And she spoke. At some point, they told her, okay, that will be all for today. And she said, no, that she still has a lot to talk about. And this, your a lot is still inside your stomach. You did not say your every a lot that you have to say. Sorry, pardon my English, because I don't understand it. I have a lot. I have a lot to say, and you had the chance, you had the flow. I think she was even the only one that spoke that day on that inquest day, the day she was being interrogated, I think, or questioned in the coroner inquest. And coroner inquest, if I'm not mistaken, is a process that is meant to come up for them to investigate a cause of somebody's spy. And you were given the floor to come and tell us what you know, what you have seen, so that we can narrow this search somewhere aside the toxicology and then autopsy. You were given the floor to talk. You did not talk, and you are now just coming out after close to 6 months to tell us that you have a lot to say. So just like Ryan Whisper said, let's just give her another chance. Let's take it that, okay, truly some people are after her and she's afraid to talk. Maybe now she's ready to talk. When the new inquest comes up, I hope this a lot that she has got to say, she will eventually say it. And she will not come and say the same thing that she has said before and bore us with the stories that is obviously wishy-washy. So let's give her another chance at this new inquest. Let her come and say the a lot that she has to say. Our ears are itching. We really want to know. We are tired of waiting. As the whole thing is tiring. We need to know. We can't keep waiting and you just be dropping one line every day, telling us this, telling us that. You have a lot to say. Somebody is actually still pointing to something that would help you, like the prime boy saying that there's a CCTV in the house. You came out to fight him. If they killed him in the house, that's a way to know. If there's a CCTV, you should support that kind of a thing. But you are the one that is fighting to tell us that there's no CCTV and all. But we are not fighting you, just like everyone has said, aside the child.
No, she has a lot. She has a lot to tell us. You know, she has a lot to say at the inquest. Posh Kem. Also with the, the police that Mohbad went as the wife, right? As the wife, she should know about it.
Let her join us to tell them to bring back the coroner inquest as fast as possible.
Let's start with that.
She has a lot to say. We cannot keep fighting, yes, because there's a particular woman, I don't want to mention her name, that is strictly for her, that when they learned that the coroner inquest was being applied for it to come back, so that people can come and talk, this woman was like, these people are not educated. What are they saying? The coroner
Please
inquest
stop.
has
Let
gone.
us stop, please.
Yeah, the
Stop, stop,
coroner,
stop.
yeah, that the coroner inquest will never come back again. What else do they want to say at the coroner inquest? That everybody that needs to talk has spoken, so there's no going to be coroner inquest again. And you say you are doing justice for Mohbad. You can obviously see that they are still we still have a lot of people that have not spoken, the likes of Spending, Prime Boy, and the invisible Feishara that nobody knows. Because just like Chair rightly said,
I
it's
was going to
either
talk about
there
Faye
is no
Shara.
nurse,
Yeah, I
okay,
will talk
it's
about
either
Faye
there is no
Shara.
nurse, or probably she is one of them.
No, somebody
And they
saw her.
waited, they had
Somebody,
to wait for
they
her.
know her. They know her.
Oh,
Someone saw her.
oh, okay.
I'm
What
trying,
about Spending
Nikita,
himself?
I'm
As
trying to
Spending
accept
seen,
you. I don't know
as
what's going on.
Spending, sorry, please,
Right.
Ryan, as Spending seen her to say, truly, this is my nurse that they claimed I gave the
Okay, so from what I gathered, right, some people visited them at Banti, and the nurse was there.
number. As Spending seen that lady, someone else.
Right. This is staged.
Okay,
There
but you
is
know they
anybody.
will not be together
Anybody
in the
can
same
be.
cell.
Pardon me?
You know, they won't be together in the same
To
cell.
you
It's
can go
possible.
to Mo's
It's very
house now, and then you see something else.
Mm. Remember
it's
when
well. Let's just
Mo went to the police, right? Remember when Mo went to the police, wrote that police, and what do you call that? Police statement that he did, right? Was that, what do you call that thing now?
Petition.
petition.
Petition. You know, at least she
Petition.
should be able to give that story now, at least to the, you know, because that happened for real, you know, and whatever was written in most petition, Wumi, you know about it because your husband must have discussed that with you. You guys must have agreed. Please mute, please. You guys must have agreed that, oh, this thing is happening. You know, you share his burden. Like you said, you were feeding him. You knew his pain. You knew who he was afraid of. You knew where he was going to. You knew why he was afraid and all of that. You also knew about the petition. Can you talk about the petition? Can you because we've never heard you say anything about the petition. You know, can you, is it possible to talk about the petition so that that can help the case as well? You know, the petition that was written that was never attended to, the petition that they never did anything about. You understand? It's a lot. You're writing a lot of things here, and we're taking everything that you're writing, we're not taking it for granted. We're actually digesting it and we're helping you with this. Because like I said to you, internationally, a lot of people are reading this and they're trying to assist you. You understand? What's going on, Posh? They're trying to assist you. You know, Didi Drew, you haven't spoken. You've been here. So go ahead, Didi Drew.
Yeah, Ella, good afternoon.
Hi.
Just want to add to what's been said. I kind of feel very sorry for Wumi, you know, despite everything has happened. She's dropped the ball, she's messed up, but I'm someone that always goes back to people's childhood, to see what's happened or what went wrong. And in this case, it's glaring that Wumi never had a good mother. She never had a role model in her life. She basically raised herself. And for someone like Karima, I don't know her age, she's probably in her 40s or something. For Karima to initially come out defending Wumi, guns blazing, and then midway she fell apart and she started going on about how she was emotionally neglected and things like that. So if someone that is Karima's age is still like going through childhood trauma that's not been treated, like Wumi that is like half her age, you can imagine all what she's gone through. So, and now that this issue has happened, I know that in the last 2 weeks or something, she was really, really broken. She just wanted to like throw her hands up and say, okay, yes, I messed up and she needs help. You know, she's reached like rock bottom. And then she kind of reached out because that was the time that our team contacted Binti and there was supposed to be some like reconciliation or something, but it just didn't go through because people were just like upset and things like that. But I feel like at this stage, the people she's with, they're not helping her at all. They don't care. They're just there for the money she's giving them, and they're just making things worse.
Wow.
So she really needs help, but it's just how can she get that help? She needs to get out of that toxic environment. She and the baby. She needs help.
Yeah.
She needs like rehabilitation. And then maybe from there, she can speak out. And then what she needs to remember as well is like these people that she's kind of protecting by saying they've done this, they've done that. They are ruthless, cold-blooded killers. And she knows the secrets too much. And she's easily dispensable. So she needs help as soon as possible.
I agree with you.
So it's just like, it's just kind of like I don't know, maybe like a jailbait kind of thing. Who's going to like get her out of wherever she is? I mean, those people, everyone surrounding her, they're not doing her no favor at all. Her mom, the sister, none of them. They're not helping matters at all. Because she's not had even chance to process anything going on. She probably goes around from social media to social media, paying to shut people up and just like, kill stories and things like that. And it can't be easy, like our nervous system is probably in overdrive and,
Yeah, because we have to look at everything from every angle. That's the truth. In as much as some people just have made up, sorry to interrupt you, Didi Drew, have made up your mind, at a particular person or a particular thing, we all also have to look at everything from every angle because they're all related.
Yeah, even sociopath and psychopath, when they kill and they, get brought up and stuff, when you go back to their background, it's always something that happened, something that triggered it. And for Wumi, that's been on the streets, age 14 or age 10, fending for herself.
Yeah.
That's why she comes across as so hardened. But there's still a person underneath all this mask she puts on. There's still a person there.
Yeah.
The last time she spoke, she was so broken, like on that interview with the Abu Abel guy.
Yeah.
Even though she has a deep, thick voice, the voice was actually broken. And you could actually see that, this girl needs to be rescued.
I think she was, if you look at it, she was trying to lean on.
Yes.
Abu
Yes.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Trying to lean,
Yeah.
I have a lot to, I can't.
On Ayat, that's why she was saying, don't leave me, Ayat, don't leave me. Because she knows that he's on the other team Justice for Mohbad. She really needs something or someone to lead on now. And not
how
all
is
those
she going to come out? How is she going to, that's the thing, like you asked, how will she, where is this help going to come from? How is she going to go?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Reach out. That's
what I've said. Shut off maybe like a jailbreak kind of thing. She needs to be rescued. She needs it. Even if all she gets is okay, one night of rest.
Go rest.
I'm sure she's never had any since this thing happened. Because she thought, okay, I'm gonna put up that story. It's out in the blog. It's died of ear infection. And it was just over then that said it's not ear infection. If you want to find out the killer, go and look at the phone of Mohbad. The person listed as doctor will tell you who the killer is. But then the second day, Wumi contacted the gist lover and she posted on the blog, I got a text message from Wumi saying it's Prime Boy and stuff. So initially, she thought this was something they could get away with. Hence reason, Karima used to come out then and boast that, my mom paid Falana to set up that kangaroo court inquest, So they thought it was something they would sweep under the carpet. If anyone told her that 5-6 months later, you're still going to be like the most dragged woman in probably the world or something, she wouldn't believe it.
Exactly.
And now you could tell, like, she's kind of like drifting. She
Yeah.
has no one. She has no one at all. Everyone has kind of like deserted her.
Apart from the people on TikTok and Facebook and the bloggers and
They just fake. They are all of
they
them.
can't even help her. That's the thing. They
fake.
can't help her.
She needs to remember, like a lot of Nigerians are wishy-washy. All they need is just one story to, like, just abandon her in droves.
Yeah.
And even though some of them knows what's happened, she's paying them, and that's the only reason. So they're not loyal to her at all. No one's loyal to her at all. And it can be easy as well. And mom is on a sick bed as well.
Yeah. Or up until now?
Yeah, like I think she spoke recently, but you could tell that she's still trying to recuperate, and it could still swing both ways.
Yeah.
But woman needs to, like, firstly, she needs to drop all that narratives every time she comes out. Oh, my father-in-law, she needs to drop that.
Yeah.
First, and then she needs to like reach out. But I don't know. Where could she go? Abuja, Brekete? I don't know.
I think Brekete will be, but before Brekete, because depending on I don't know, like you and I know that this is even very difficult for us to talk.
You know why? You know why I said that? Because Brekete is human rights as well.
Activist,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so she still has a human right, regardless of what she's done or not done.
Yeah.
So it could offer her protection until, it gets to the stage that she's got to go to court and things like that.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you're right. I quite agree with you, because we have to look at it from every angle. And in the bid to look at it from that angle, a lot will spill. You know what I mean? And we'll have closure to this. And also, and knowing that at least we tried from every angle, she also will have closure. You know what I mean? Yeah. Regardless of where it will lead eventually, you know what I mean? She has anything to say. Once she feels safe, she will say what she needs to say.
Yeah, and that's what I've said from the start, like from the get-go. I've said Adura needs to be shielded, Wumi needs to be shielded, the dad needs to be shielded, even the Prime Boy spending, when they were like agitating for them to get released, I kept saying to them, you need to put these guys in a witness protection program. You can't just like get them out and then push them in front of the camera. Oh, come and say thank you. Come and say thank you. I was like, no, I mean, as long as you thank God, you're okay.
That's right.
They just left them to their elements. They brought Prime Boy out, abandoned him, and then now everyone is shocked that, oh, he's been drinking all night. What do you expect him to do? Obviously, he's looking for solution at the bottom of the bottle. That was his best friend. I don't know what happened between them. Maybe he had a hand in it or not, but that was his best friend. They grew up together. He's got all this thing hanging on his head. He's got this wanted thing, It can't be easy at all. And then they just left him alone. Now, okay, we've released, we've brought you out of jail, but then it might as well still be in jail.
Yeah.
Because it's limited in what he can do and where he can go.
Yeah.
He has to watch his back all the time. Same with spending as well. No one's protecting any of them.
None.
And I believe that even the people, even the younger ones around Mohbad, if they could get protection, they would spill. They will speak up.
That's true. That's true. It's a system. You know what I mean? Like, hey, there you go. You have a young man who was potentially afraid for his life. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? And now you want them to come out and say something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I find shocking, because every time, Prime Boy didn't say nothing. Oh, Spending should have spoken. Prime Boy should have spoken. I'm like, he only has one life. They only have one life.
Yeah.
And if they can do that to Mohbad, that is more popular than them, who are they? Easily dispensable.
That's right.
So, and Wumi is that in that same position. We know, because she said it from day one, they have done this, they have done that. So, I don't know. I mean,
I know where you're coming from. I get
Nigeria
you.
will get there one day. We will
I
get there
hope
one
so.
day.
I think the thing is, it's just our system, jungle justice, do this, I feel it's you, I do this, bring it out. But it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be, if we had a system that was very good, it would have been looked upon from every angle. You know what I mean? And just because there are times where even the system cannot even protect you, even when you're saying the truth. You know what I mean? And so that fear is there. People are afraid to come out to say certain things, People are
Very
afraid.
true.
People are afraid. So we want to believe that there is also a change, because you have to understand that these things are happening very quickly. And the fact that she also is seeing that, oh my goodness, people are out here helping and talking, and they're using the platform, which never happened when the husband was still alive. You know what I mean, Drew?
Yes.
And now that she
Yes.
can see how powerful this is, she's still trying to see who can help me.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot for her to have even come out to say
It
there's
is.
silence, there's
It is.
silence.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And
You
that's
get-
where they bring in the angle, oh, she's only a child. No, it's not that she's a child. It's just
Yeah.
that she's got so much weight on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, what she's going through, I don't think an 80-year-old can survive. So, she's going through a lot.
Yeah.
She's going through a lot,
And you see, that's why the father-in-law also has so many questions with, just like you know what I mean? Like, if she had gone to him or somehow, and they both
Yes.
go to Brekete,
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that would work.
And that's why I
know that
said
will work.
she had the bad people around her from day one.
Yeah.
She had people leading her up leading her up the creek with no paddle. She
Yeah.
just felt like, oh, okay, I got everything covered, all angles covered, all stations settled.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
now she's realized that, the case is not dying anytime soon.
No.
Everyone that's been around her has kind of like left. Even Iyabo, nowhere to be found.
That's right.
Iyabo left. That Dawa guy came the day after talking about, oh, I had to go out and try look for a number up and down, da 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 da. But he was lying. It was Iyabo that gave him the number to say, okay, now you're the spokesperson. But then he's like, he's even doing worse, She may not have, I mean, he's as useful as a chocolate teapot, that Dawa person. Because every time he opens up his mouth, he makes our case worse.
I tell you. I think she needs help. She needs people who
Definitely.
can actually. It doesn't even matter where this leads to. You still need protection. You see where I'm coming
Definitely,
from?
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where this leads to. Didi Drew, you get where I'm coming from. You get the drift, right?
Definitely,
You still
100%.
need help.
Yes,
You still
yes,
need the
yes.
community.
She's still human. Yes, she's
She
still
is.
human. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
eventually, there was a story of a lot of things have happened, maybe by mistake or by somebody else, and now putting it on you or something like that, and you're talking in parables because you're afraid. The truth will definitely prevail, because the truth is, when people are given that comfort zone and the ability to know that, hey, no matter what I say or do, I am protected. Some people find protection even in the jailhouse. That's the
Yes, that's what I said. That's why I said Prime Boy may as well be in there than out, 'cause
That's right.
that's why he's coming out every day. Even the dad as well. I commend him so much as well. And he should be undergoing counseling as well. All these guys, they need counseling. The dad as well. Imagine you saw your son on Saturday, hale and healthy, and now it's Tuesday.
Unbelievable.
You're seeing the dead body stuffed cotton wool in the nose and all the orifices, and in a boxer shot under the staircase, a whole body, 6'2", oh my, I can't even.
You just hit the nail where, on the head. You just hit it on the right spot. That's the truth. For him, he's going through mental torture. The fact that he's a man. Yeah.
He's very strong, very strong.
He's a very strong man. I mean, what would he do? Think about it. What else? It's like a woman who is pregnant, and you get to the point where that baby has to come out. That baby has to come out.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you
You
can't
have to go
run.
over it.
You can't run. Yeah.
You
Oh
can't.
gosh.
Whether you have a doctor or not present, you have to go through it. And this is what it is right
Yeah.
now. At some point, we have to go through this to get justice. You know what I mean? And so we are going to
Yes.
utilize everything that we have to ensure that justice is served. You know what I mean?
Definitely, because this is justice for the youth as well. Because
Exactly.
if Mohbad can write a petition, which when ignored, which is like ultimately led to his death, no youth on the street is safe, and we know that already.
Yeah.
The police stops them and tell them, "Oh, give me your mobile phone." If you don't have a receipt, how many people keep receipts or things like that? How many people, I mean, how many shops get receipts for things like that? So all this is the reason why this case is very, very important, and we need to, we need that justice for Mohbad. So it will help a lot of people. So
Exactly.
it's just
A lot. And also for people who are going through a lot, can't speak up, or they're trying to say something and it's not clear.
Yes.
And if you have Falana, unless you've said some things to him that we don't know, right? Unless you've said some things to him.
Yeah.
But I think also, if not for the feud that her sister started from the very beginning, she would still be with her father-in-law. Regardless, this is his son. You
Definitely.
his son. You owe him that. If there's something that you know that you're talking to Falana about, and you're not telling your father-in-law, it's still, that thing will still come up. People are still going to ask you, what is it?
It will.
He's
Exactly.
not,
That's
you're
why
putting him in the dark.
Yeah, it keeps blowing up in her face all the
That's
time.
his son.
And another case again, remember that Bella, the friend, when he was in Canada, he was gonna, when I come back, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that and do that. As soon as he landed in Nigeria, I'm sure all it took was one phone call to say, you better behave yourself.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you'll be the next person to die. And he's kept mute since then.
Almost all of them. Think about it.
Yeah.
Everyone. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody in the entertainment industry is talking about it.
At all. No, because they knew. Because they knew it was like a warning to say, we can do the same thing to you.
You know, if I may chime in, I saw an interview this weekend. It's on TikTok on one of somebody's page, and they were interviewing Rexy, one of the guys. He's a musician. Mohbad did a lot of projects with him, and then the guy asked him, "Hey, what do you think about justice for Mohbad?"
Yeah.
And then he said, anybody who is still talking about justice for Mohbad is just chasing cloud, because that was then, and that was why he was exhumed, and that was justice for Mohbad. So these musicians, they have moved on. It's really sad, but they don't really care. I couldn't believe he said that. I was like, whoa.
In fear, they all live in fear. You know, they have to watch their backs. They don't know who is who. You know,
Rexy said, the interview is out there. He said it's this weekend. He said, I saw it this weekend. He said justice for Mohbad was then. He was exhumed. So these guys, I think they thought exhuming him will appease, the people. And that's not justice. I'm sorry. So it's a really evil industry, it seems like. And Bella, the interview he did when he said Mohbad was suicidal at one point, I feel very uncomfortable with that interview towards the end, because he said, now it will happen. He said it as if he knew for a fact this guy was going to die one day or soon. And then he said, now it will happen, and they'll bring tributes, and that will be just fake love. So I'm like, wait, how are you so sure that he's gonna, buy and people will bring tribute, and the tribute will be fake love? I don't trust Bella also. I'm sorry. But I don't.
I think this. Mohbad had a best friend that was killed a year or two ago.
Let's use the word "by," please, so they don't flag us down.
Sorry. He was pied a year or two ago. He was a musician as well, but I don't remember the name anymore now.
2 years ago.
Yeah, a year or two ago, maybe
Okay.
2022, I think. So obviously, when they came for him, Mohbad knew it was just a matter of time for him as well. So
Then that's beyond what we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? So you can't just look at one angle and just pretend we can't see the other angle, you know, because of fear. You know what I mean? So we can't pretend. I'm going to go through this write up quickly, and then she said the DNA issue is one that has brought tears to my eyes and pain to my heart. And my legal team has advised me not to dignify anyone with a response. However, I feel compelled to address the misconception. Sorry, I'm reading from afar. Misconception arising from my silence. So she wants to address this. And she said, let me clarify. There has never been a doubt or discussion about Liam's paternity until her husband's demise. It is disheartening to hear false narratives circulating on social media. My husband never, for once, questioned the paternity of our sunshine during his lifetime. Neither did my father-in-law or his families. But you see, the thing is, here at the inquest, you said your father-in-law wanted, and your husband was still alive, you know, during the time of the story, right? You said that your father wanted asked you for the placenta, if I'm right. So, and you didn't give it to him. So I'm thinking, okay, at least because your husband was, because that explanation never came up. But I'm saying that maybe because your husband was still alive at that time, he got, you guys gave it to him or something like that. But the father never got that explanation as to why he wasn't given the placenta. Maybe you would have spoken to him about it, you know, I've given it to the father of the baby and all of that, which is Mohbad, right? But hey, you brought it up. You said that was the reason why he was angry. One of the reasons why he was angry with you, because he was angry about the placenta and things like that. Now, if you notice, when all of these things happened and things started changing quickly and the truth started changing from ear infection to something else to being charmed at the where he went to sing or to perform to he was coming back, or to the bleeding profusely, to this, to that, it started changing. The stories changed to his father coming to the house to, you know, you guys told him not to come and he came and he saw a lot of people there, and his son was died already and was underneath the staircase and bound already. His head will be moving from like 360 degrees everywhere, every minute, every time. What do you think he will be thinking about? A lot of things. And so when you brought that up, you brought it up, Wumi. You brought that up. I would think that at that time you were explaining, you would have told them all of these things you were writing down here. They did this to your husband. They did this to your husband. The people, you mentioned them at the inquest. You did not. You started talking about the placenta. You talked about, were you afraid? Was that what it was? You know, and then he started thinking about it. And quickly, so many people, because you never said anything about your knowing Naira Marley, Samilari. You never said anything. You never talked about even the people who bullied your husband. You never talked about I always forget this word, the petition your husband wrote that was never, ever brought to the surface. You never said any of these things. And when they asked you, who do you think died your husband? You said it was Prime Boy. So, and now you're saying they. So it's, you know what I mean? I know maybe
not at the inquest though. She didn't say Prime Boy at the inquest.
Okay.
At the inquest, she said, let's wait for the autopsy, which was like an attorney advice.
Okay, let's wait. So I stand to be corrected. My bad. I do apologize.
I don't think she did